Hello and welcome to a Theme Park Worldwide news update. Last week it was officially announced that Merlin Entertainments will be taking control of the operations at Blackpool's Sandcastle Waterpark. Now you can actually see the water park there behind me, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about what this means for the future of the water park, and also as well a little bit of history about this popular Blackpool attraction. Now, I've been coming to Blackpool every year since I was a kid. I grew up coming here on family holidays and I absolutely love the place. And yes, Sandcastle Waterpark is somewhere that I've visited many times over the years. And yeah, I had a visit a couple of years ago and absolutely loved it. In fact, I'd probably say it's my favourite water park in the UK. So yeah, this is really exciting news in my opinion. Now, a little bit of history for you about Sandcastle. It opened in 1986 on the former site of an outdoor swimming complex. Now, I wasn't born until 1993, so I don't remember what it used to look like. However, yeah, I have seen photos, and yeah, it used to be an outdoor swimming pool, no theming, no big slides or anything like that. However, yeah, it was 1986 when Sandcastle was built. And then over the years, there's been a lot of investment gone into it. I mean, originally it was part owned by the council and part private. I think it was 2003, it became fully council owned. And then in 2006, there was an expansion to include more pools and slides. And then it was 2012 when we saw the largest expansion in Sandcastle's history actually open up. And yeah, that's the area that you can see just here now with these new slides that they actually built. And yeah, brand new slide complex that opened 10 years ago now, back in 2012. But yeah, over the years, there's been a lot of investments that have been made into Sandcastle, and it really is a fantastic complex. Now let's throw back to 2011 when Merlin Entertainments were actually brought in by Blackpool Council to run the tower, the circus and a variety of other attractions here in Blackpool. And obviously over the past 10 years that must have been a huge success, because yes, last week it was confirmed and officially announced that they have brought in Merlin Entertainments to operate Sandcastle Waterpark with a similar kind of agreement as to what Merlin have with the council now for the attractions down in the centre of town. So this is really big, exciting news for Sandcastle in my opinion, because as much as it's a fantastic water park, with Merlin's management coming in here, I do think that we're going to see a lot more investment and possibly even expansion in the future. I mean, in the same building, you've got the casino just round to the side here as well. I mean, I don't think that's going to be going anywhere anytime soon because they've actually just redone the exterior to that. But yeah, you look at the building itself, and yeah, I think we're going to see quite a lot of updates to it over the next few years. I mean, the slides that they've got in there, the ride hardware is fantastic, and there's some great theming in there as well. I think maybe the theming is something they could improve on even more. However, yeah, they have got a great selection of slides and rides in there. In fact, there's over 18, as you can see here from the map. So I just thought I'd come over and show you this. And yeah, you get a good idea on the size of it. You also think about Merlin, obviously they also operate a variety of different water parks already, including the Alton Towers water park, formerly known as Kariba Creek, that's heavily themed and located within the Splash Landings Hotel. So maybe we'll see some different bits of theming put in here as well, similar to what can be found at Alton Towers water park, because it does also have the same sort of feel really, a tropical vibe to it. But you've got some really unique rides in here, such as the Sidewinder. You don't really see many of those about. You've got the Master Blaster, which runs all the way around, probably the best one of those in the country. And then yeah, you got Aztec Falls and the newer slides just over here. And yeah, it's a really nice water park. It is, it's fantastic. I mean, you can see the prices just here as well for how much it is. So that's something what will be interesting under Merlin's management. Are we going to see prices go up? And also, are we going to see it included in the Merlin annual pass as well? Are we going to see it fully included? I don't think we will. However, possibly discounts like you get on certain attractions would be fantastic, you know. As you can see there on the entrance sign, the UK's largest indoor water park. And yeah, it's always very popular as well. I think they run on 3-hour sessions at the moment, which in my opinion isn't long enough. So hopefully that's something that Merlin can work on with this. But yeah, it is confirmed, it is going to be happening. Some of the initial changes I think we will definitely see are some updates to the exterior, because I've noticed these past couple of years that the exterior has started to look a little bit tired, such as you can see there. Now there is some great theming out the front just here, and yeah, all this was completed back in 2012. It looks fantastic in my opinion. It's good to see everything still working out here as well. Like with the Aztec style feel that it's got and the waterfall. all looks very nice. When you look at the actual building itself at the back just there, and even one of the older slides just here, it just needs some TLC. I mean, you look at the top just there, all the vinyls on the windows all starting to peel off. It looks very faded. And yeah, you come around here, it looks even worse. I mean, up until a couple of years ago, presentation was always really big here. Then obviously the pandemic hit, and much like many places, they were losing revenue, so much of it. And you can tell it's really affected this. And I also think the fact that it was council owned has meant that a lot of money's had to go into other things. There's been a lot of council cuts as well. As much as this did actually benefit the area in terms of paying back out into sorting out other issues in Blackpool, yeah, in general, you can tell money hasn't been spent here in quite a while now. All this here looks very tired and certainly needs replacing. Now, this was also done back in 2012 and still looks fantastic. Yeah, the Sandcastle Waterpark feature here on the rocks, which looks brilliant. And yeah, I'd like to see this kind of theme extend all the way here on the outside. And yeah, this could do with painting up or replacing as well, in my opinion, just to make it look a lot fresher. And yeah, obviously at the top there you've got the sign, which was actually recently replaced, which hopefully is a sign of things to come. And just to summarise this news update, I think it's going to be a really positive change for Sandcastle Waterpark. It was a fantastic, well-maintained water park, and I'd imagine inside it still is. However, the outside of it certainly needs some TLC, and I think that Merlin will certainly look at that pretty much straight away. You've got to think it's the first impressions that really count, and the outside here, as much as some parts are beautiful, other parts are in a dire state of disrepair and really need looking at. So I do think that's going to get done, but still, in my opinion, it is the best water park in the UK. It's beautifully themed in there, it's got a lot of rides and attractions, and yeah, I look forward to seeing what they do with it in the future. Will it come to the Merlin annual pass or not? Who knows? I mean, I think we'll probably get a discount, or maybe it'll depend on the different tier level of annual pass that you've got. But still, this has only just happened, it's all just kind of going through. That leads me on to just say one more thing actually as to why they've probably done this. I mean, like I say, back in 2011, Blackpool Council obviously trusted Merlin. They've seen what they've done over the past 11 years and thought, actually, yeah, they've done a really good job with the tower and maintaining it and other attractions. The new Peter Rabbit attraction that opened recently down on the Golden Mile, for example. The council probably looked at that and thought, Merlin's done a good job. You know, it's a lot to look after this, especially with a lot of council cuts and that sort of thing. And let's get Merlin in to look after it. That's kind of how I think this has come round. And I'm sure Merlin are happy. They've got another attraction under the belt, a great one too. And I look forward to seeing what they do here in the future. Fingers crossed, hopefully some exterior refurbishments before anything else. But there we go. Thanks for joining me for another news update here on Theme Park Worldwide. Only a few days ago I did film some other videos here in Blackpool from South Pier, Central Pier, and also a full tour of the illuminations. So check out those videos if you haven't already seen them. But from Blackpool, that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.